You also forged relationships, great relationships it seemed like with Mbeki and Zuma at the time. Can you talk us through those, a little anecdote?
Well, the Thabo Mbeki, played a big part in all this, in helping. He had all these meetings with Velikte Afrikaners led by Billy Esterhazy and people like that. He was very much in favor of negotiations. At the time, there were two camps in the ANC. There was a negotiating camp led by Tambo, Mandela, Sisulu, Mbeki, and Zuma, and then there were the people who wanted to seize power. Well, as we all kept telling them, you're not going to be able to seize power. It'll take you another 20 years to seize power. But there were people in that category, including a lot of the young people in the townships had been told, we're about to seize power. And Chris Hani actually was in that camp for quite a while. Eventually, Hani, moved towards negotiations, but at the time there were two camps. And great credit to Mbeki, he played a very constructive role, and Jacob Zuma. I realize I'm well aware of all the controversy since, but at that time, Jacob Zuma played a constructive role, including especially in reducing the violence in Natal, where he knew it's no use just fighting with Buthelezi. You had to meet Buthelezi, try to reach an accommodation between Inkatha and the ANC, and Zuma played an important role in pacifying Natal.
Now, Robin, what part of this book, or what story, anecdote in this book, if someone can't read the whole book and they can only read one part, what would you say that would be?
Oh well,
what was your favorite?
There are various nice anecdotes in Zimbabwe. I remember that when we organised the ceasefire, instead of sending his well-trained guerrillas into the camps, Mugabe sent a lot of mujibas who were sort of 14, 15-year-olds with sticks and stones. And I remember General Walls saying to me, any self-respecting terrorist has an AK-47. There are plenty of episodes. Another episode was Mandela. He comes on a triumphal visit to Britain, as a state visit to Britain. There's a concert at the Albert Hall. I have to look after him during the interval, and I said to him, when Ladysmith Black Mambazo start playing, you have to stand up and dance as you do in South Africa. Everybody here is expecting you to do that. And he said to me, but I'm sitting next to the Queen. And I said, doesn't matter, stand up and dance. So he stood up and danced. And the Duke of Edinburgh looked around like this and thought, well, I'd better stand up and do a bit of dancing too. And then, to everybody's amazement, the Queen stood up and danced as well, which is unprecedented, couldn't have been done by anyone else. And then he started calling the Queen Elizabeth.
Oh my gosh.
He would ring her up, she would ring him up, and he would say, hello, Elizabeth, how are the children? Now, no one else on the planet is allowed to call her Elizabeth, except the Duke of Edinburgh on a good day. So only Mandela could get away with this.
You can get Lord Robin Rennick's A Mission to South Africa in all good bookstores. And if you've read it, let us know what you thought of the book in the comments section below this video.